And we are back. We are live. No, oh, never mind. God damn it. Does no one check their races anymore? We are back, not with DreamHack, but with ESL Open Cup Americas number 71. I'm of course Light VIP, your host, your caster, and with me is no one. As unfortunately Milk is still sick. He's still feeling under the weather, unfortunately. Hopefully he'll be back. He had a fever, but you know, that's all come and gone. He's just coughing quite a bit, unfortunately. So oh boy, he's okay, but hopefully I get him back next week. Because I miss my milk. But yes, we are back with ESL Open Cup Americas, and we have a pretty sick series before us. Not biased at all, but here we go, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of 2000 Atmospheres LE. We have the Australian Protoss. He is pink, representing the CranKy Ducklings. It is StarDuck. And spawning in the top right hand corner of 2000 Atmospheres LE, we have not a Terran, as he accidentally picked Terran last game. He is a Zerg player. He is hailing from the land of Canada, representing Genesis Gaming. It is EGOR. Oh my. DreamHack, it's over. It's done, kind of. We're halfway there. We finally finished up all the qualifiers for DreamHack. We do have a couple of days off from DreamHack specifically, but in like a day or two we're going to be back. We're going to be the B stream for the main event for Oceania, and that's in 2 days, I believe. So you know, we're just going to get right back into it, mate. But until then, we have some more StarCraft. Today is of course ESL Americas. Tomorrow is going to be Desafiantes. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be amazing. Desafiantes, of course, being the essentially Code A of Latin America. So that's going to be very, very exciting. Also, shout out to everyone in the chat. I really appreciate everyone dropping by here. Grape Dactyl, Fernandok, Samo's Sidekick. Shout out to White Idra. I believe White Idra is playing today. He's in the tournament. He's, of course, a Mexican Terran. Oh, but speaking of, we'll see how we go today. Obviously, mate, we gotta cast our boy StarDuck. He's amazing. He has been awake for a while. He's on that degen sleep schedule right now. Like, it's 9 a.m. in the morning, and he's been awake since like 11 p.m. last night. Shit, shaking my head. But you know, it does mean that he is well rested. He's awake. He is woke. He's ready for ESL Americas. And we'll see how he does here today. EGOR, of course, is a very strong NA Zerg player. Obviously, he's on Genesis Gaming, the same team as Pili. And I think this is going to be a good matchup. Obviously, EGOR has been around for a lot longer. He's been around for many, many years. Meanwhile, StarDuck, of course, a lot newer to the competitive scene. But I believe in the power of Protoss and StarDuck, to be fair. He'll be fine. Oh boy. So, of course, we do see StarDuck opening up with a Stargate. I'm not 100% sure. StarDuck said that he may stream his POV, so check out StarDuck's POV if he is live. StarDuck_SC on Twitch. But yeah, he is opening up with a Stargate at the moment. Pretty standard stuff. I haven't casted EGOR in a very long time. I think the last time I casted him was Spicy Team League. Last year. That was like what, August of last year, something along those lines. So we'll see how EGOR does in current meta, as at the moment we've got plenty of queens on the way. Makes a lot of sense. You need those queens for those void rays that are going to be coming out. Jokes, no void rays, actually Oracle first from StarDuck. Meanwhile, he does have a couple of adepts here. Ooh, commits to shade. How many workers can he get? 2 so far. 3, 4, maybe a 5th, maybe. Oh, looks like the Lings get here just in time. 4 drones already. Not bad at all. Gets an eye on the queens as well. I mean, EGOR, of course, he was forced to take a pretty awkward base since StarDuck did come in and deny it, and here comes the Oracle. The Oracle was just barely seen by these Lings, but did EGOR see it is kind of the bigger question. Ooh, as the Oracle dives in, 3 queens. Not an ideal place for the Oracle to pop out. The Oracle gets picked off. Aye. StarDuck. I mean, he did get scattered earlier, so regardless of where he popped up, there were going to be queens there. 3 queens at the at the third base, 2 at the main. Would have been rough either way, but yeah. A lot of damage done with that Oracle. Thankfully, he's going into a Void Ray, and he is... Oh, no! So he knows he's getting scattered. He's getting casted. Alright, fun fact. On this very map, we casted Parting versus Solar. I'm not too sure who he was up against, but a very formidable opponent. And started Parting, sorry. He went Tempest. He went a double Stargate into Fleet Beacon into Tempest. Fernando in the chat knows about this as well. Parker Mike has done this before, and StarDuck saw this and he's like, "Yo, this looks pretty good." And I'm like, "Mate, Parting lost." What are you on about? He's like, "No, I think I could do better." So we'll see if he commits to the Tempest or if he goes Carriers. Show us what you got. Carriers. Okay, I approve. I approve. We're going straight into Carriers here. Very greedy play from StarDuck. Obviously, this is very vulnerable to early Hydra timings, even some Roach Ravager Queen pushes. Because again, you're going straight into Carriers and you don't have disruptors, you don't have charge lots, like you don't really have much to buffer, right? You're just kind of like skipping a bunch of steps to get to that Sky Toss. And if your opponent is passive, if your opponent leaves you alone, then this becomes terrifying because you get a very early lead with your carry account and it gets out of control. Meanwhile, Void Rays across the map, again poking and prodding. Right now, it's on StarDuck to keep EGOR at home, to keep EGOR busy. EGOR, ooh, throwing down a Baneling Nest. So, I thought it was going to go for a Roach Ravager Queen, but he only has 6 queens, and he's not making more. He's not going for a queen push. Oh, that's a massive wave of Lings though. It looks like he may be looking to go for like a Roach Ling Bane timing. As I quickly check the upgrades, okay, we don't really have any yet. Lair is done. Maybe Baneling speed once the Baneling Nest finishes. What's interesting is that he didn't go for Roach speed, as he takes the rest of his gases. Again, a lot of Lings and soon to be a lot of Banelings, but the SimCity is pretty good. Like, this is what Protoss wants to do, especially when they go fast carrier like this. As I quickly check the vision, did EGOR scout it? He did. He saw the Stargate and the carrier. Immediately, Spire. Solid reaction, very solid. EGOR, he needed to get that scout off. Meanwhile, we do have a Ling run right here at, ooh, nice force field, just barely trying to save that shield battery, trying to deny that surface area. Meanwhile, here come the Roaches. How much damage can these get done? He really wants to get into that mineral line. He really wants to kill some of these workers, but so far he just hasn't gotten there. It took him so long just to kill a single shield battery. Oof. And that was a massive investment for not a lot of damage. If we quickly check, 40 Lings, mate. Look at the minerals lost. 40 Lings, 7 Roaches for a shield battery. Remember, those 2 Adepts died earlier on, and so did that Oracle. Mate. All of that for a shield battery. The hell? Aye. StarDuck, solid start, but here comes the Spire. As soon as this finishes, EGOR has been backing up a lot of gas. Look at that gas. Immediately spent 6 Corruptors on the way. Is 6 Corruptors enough? Maybe. 6 Corruptors can dive in and kill 1 carrier. Maybe. It'll cost them all their lives though. With the support of all these queens though, yo, now we're talking. Here we go, the queens are pushing in solar transfuses, but you know what? There's only enough energy for 2 more transfuses. The queens are starting to fall. Oh god, that's the last transfuse there for these queens as they all start to go down. The corruptors come out a little bit too late. Imagine if all these queens fought with 6 corruptors. Would have been a little bit better. Oh god, maybe a spore as well. I just realized no spores either. Meanwhile, ooh, forces a recall and a carrier doesn't fall, only a void ray. Lot of damage done there, but StarDuck didn't kill any drones. EGOR's okay. He's not great, but he's okay. And here come more corruptors. Unfortunately, EGOR hasn't started any upgrades. I would love to see some like either armor or flyer attack upgrades from EGOR. Oh god, because it does feel like he's still, yeah, as I said, he's alive. He's not doing that great. He's trying to tech up. He's going straight into a hive infestation pit. With this infestation pit, you can either go into a faster infestor or you can go into hive and get a later viper, right? Either way, you need one of the spellcasters. And StarDuck is already here, mate. He doesn't care about your spellcasters. All your queens are already dead, mate. There are lings and corruptors, and that is all. Meanwhile, we got plenty of stalkers, plenty of sentries, plenty of carriers. Looks like one carrier may fall, maybe a second, but the lings are gone, mate. The stalkers are shelling away at these corruptors. Ooh, but the roaches come in here. EGOR, can he do it? Mate, oh god, all the carriers, all the corruptors go down. GG gets called. The carriers just wouldn't die, mate. 2 remained, no anti-air. And StarDuck takes game 1. Hold on. There we go, there we go. I'm proud of him. GG. Of course, this is a best of 3, so StarDuck needs 1 more. EGOR can also turn it around. EGOR again, like he's been around the block. He's been a pro player for a long time. I'm sure he wants to redeem himself here. Meanwhile, buenos dias, buenas noches, buenas tardes. What's up, Dustan? What's up? Hope you're doing well. So let them know I'm ready to go. And we are going to get ready for game number 2. Ooh, wow. What did the videos look like? This is not looking good for EGOR. Unless he has something special in store for us. Because we are going to be getting into Romanticide. Like, we saw how well StarDuck did on 2000 Atmospheres. You know, he was able to defend on 3 bases. He had, like, SimCity. He was well set up with stacked defense. It's so much easier to do that on Romanticide. I don't know, mate. I feel like EGOR, mate, we may be seeing a queen push. Because if he doesn't go for a queen push, he's a madman. Alright, we'll see, we'll see. See what the plan is for our Canadian, but before that, of course, we have to introduce our Australian as spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Romanticide LE. We have our Aussie Protoss. He's pink, representing the CranKy Ducklings. It is StarDuck. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Romanticide LE, we have our Canadian Zerg player. He is green, representing Genesis Gaming. It is EGOR. Hello for sure's in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Just kicking off the stream. This is still the first series of the night of the tournament. And StarDuck, he's popping off, mate. He's looking pretty good so far. Already being annoying with this probe, immediately EGOR sends it over to the 3rd base location. And again, to be fair, so you got to think about this strategically, right? You're in a best of 3 series. Game 1, StarDuck goes for fast carriers. It's nice, you know, it doesn't get scouted, or it gets scouted but very late. He does well. Game 2, you got to be crazy to do this, the same thing 2 games in a row. Like, I imagine EGOR is going to be much more aggressive here. Again, I was talking about a queen push. That's what we probably should see from EGOR. So StarDuck has to be careful. I don't want him, even though we're on Romanticide, and you can be pretty greedy here. You can set up defensively as a Protoss. Hey, just play it safe. Double Stargate Void Ray, you know. No fast feed beacon, you know. Just ease your way into it. But we'll see. We'll see what the plan is. It's EGOR, he is throwing down his spawning pool. Everything's looking pretty normal so far. We should be seeing a 3rd base pretty soon. And I'm curious as to how StarDuck will shake things up. He throws down a pylon behind the mineral line. I imagine this is where his tech is going to be. Is it going to be that Stargate again? Or is he going to go into a Twilight Council? I wouldn't be opposed to it. I mean, you know, StarDuck has room to play around a little bit. He doesn't have to go Stargate. He could go Glaive Adepts. I don't know if I want him to, but I could do it. We'll see, we'll see. And there it is. Twilight Council. Now, this is a very early Twilight Council. We'll see if this is for Glaive Adepts. We'll keep an eye on the gateways. To be fair, there's no Robo, so it shouldn't be anything too crazy. So far, he is still mining both of his gases. We'll see if he has something different in store for us other than Glaive Adepts. As the Adept does go across the map. Try and see what he can get done. There is the Robo. We could be seeing a Dark Shrine. I'm feeling it. We'll see. We'll see how my feels are. As at the moment, only one gateway. There we go. He does wall off completely. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, the Adepts, yeah, just scouting a little bit. And again, no upgrade. Okay, there we go. It's just a little bit late, but Glaives is on the way. Like, how late it was really throwing me off. But there we go. More gateways. It's all good. It is going to be Glaive Adepts. We'll see how committed it is. Obviously, there are variants of 4-gate or 6-gate or even 8-gate Glaive Adepts. Different forms of all-in. And so far, StarDuck, mate, he wants to deny that vision. That Overlord looking to go straight into the main base, but it shouldn't make it. It shouldn't make it behind that mineral line. Oh, God. Will it? Will it? Oh, my God. Just barely he sees the gas, but that is all he sees. He does not see the tech. Now, he should have an inkling of what's coming just because, you know, there's not going to be an Oracle or a Void Ray coming out. And you would know because you know, the Oracle would hit your mineral line or your Void Ray would hit an Overlord, sorry. So he should soon figure out what's coming. Roach Warren is being thrown down. Again, he doesn't really know if it's Glaive Adepts or if it's maybe... It wouldn't be a charge all-in because he saw the gases, but he would maybe think it was DTs. He has to get ready for everything. As we have plenty of Queens here, just in case an Oracle dove in. We got the Roach Warren on the way. We got a wave of Lings. Nice, so the Lings can chase the Shades. Decent amount of Queens. Here comes the War Prism, and here come all of those Adepts. What's interesting to me is that StarDuck is already working on a follow-up. He threw down 3 more gates and an Immortal. Like, he's already getting ready. Like, I don't think he's looking to really end it with these Adepts here. We'll see, we'll see. That's 4 gates are thrown down. Oh my God, that's a lot of gates. 7-gate Glaive Adepts. Let's go. StarDuck, plenty of pylons. Not going to be supply blocks. The Adepts are going to shade into the 3rd base. Decent positioning. I mean, but there are plenty of Roaches here, so it's going to have a hard time. Nice elevator into the main base, though. Doesn't save all of them, but saves enough. But again, plenty of Roaches here. Recalls back home. But I think StarDuck is okay with this. He didn't kill that many drones. He killed a decent amount of Lings. But he didn't overcommit. And again, he was already suspecting that EGOR would hold. Like, he's already got an Immortal. He's got 2 Immortals. Like, he's ready to fight Roaches. He's good to go. All the gateways just finish up in time, and this is a solid 2-base all-in. Did he trap his probe? Oh, if he did, I didn't see. I apologize. 2-minute delay, oh God. Meanwhile, here come the Adepts, here come the Immortals. Massive warping of Adepts here. And it doesn't look like there's too much to defend. There is a wave of Roaches on the way, which will be so important. Ooh, the Biles do land on some of the Adepts. He has to be careful. Biles land, Biles miss. The Roaches go down. Again, if the Adepts shade on these Ravagers, the Ravagers are dead, mate. Oh my God, and they come into the shade. They focus down the Ravagers. Oh, they do eat a lot of Biles, but in the end, every single Ravager will fall. The Immortals not too far behind. They take out the remaining Roaches. They're going to be able to take down all these Queens as well. StarDuck in a beautiful position in the main base. Oh God, the Queens fall. Whatever Roaches there are, they're trying to survive, but they get chased down by the Adepts. And mate, what is there left? Oh my God. No GG? No GG. StarDuck takes game number 2 and wins the series 2-0. GG. Well played. StarDuck takes down EGOR 2-0 and moves on to the round of 32.